Do you have a game where you had so much fun playing it but forgot it existed? No? Well, I do, and I'm here to talk about my experience with games that are not well known. This is Hidden Games. The game I am talking about is called Drift Girls. If you couldn't figure it out by the cover, this is a racing game with a bit of dating mixed into it. Drift Girls released on June 9th, 2015. Think of this game as a PG-13 version of Honey Pop, but instead of Candy Crush, it's racing. This game was on mobile for iOS and Android, and just because it's a mobile game does not mean it is low quality. Mobile games, in my opinion, get way too much hate. Like, not all of them just have a bunch of ads in them, not all of them are just made to get a quick buck. So, with that said, let's talk about my raw experience with the game. If I remember a lot, then the game was impactful. If not, then it was not. A long time ago, I got a tablet for Christmas, and I loved it. I went to download a bunch of different games, and I love racing games so much that I decided to type up in the search bar and found the game. The tasty chicken breast was not the thing that grabbed my attention. It was the gameplay because I am a true gamer. I downloaded the game and opened the app. Since it is an anime game, the music, of course, always slaps. The first thing I see is a panel saying best experience with headphones. I thought nothing of it. Then it takes you to the user interface and you meet the mechanic. I remember her saying, my eyes are up here, but I was not looking at her beautiful lumptious Triple D cup melons, but the amazing car behind her. The tutorial took place and I remembered struggling. Either the controls sucked, I sucked, or the game was hard. The way to play it was to drift corners. Makes sense, because it is called Drift Girls. Drifting affects the speed you are going, and getting a perfect drift will give you a speed boost. Getting a bad drift will slow you down. I also think there was nitro for the straight roads. I soon got the hang of it as I continued with the story, and I realized that I needed a faster car. With the non-drift parts of the map, some cars will literally just pass you like it's nothing. I was a snail, and the enemy was Sonic. This in my memory, I can only assume that you need to buy a new car or upgrade your current one. I surely remember that money was really hard to come by, and that the grind was real. And I cannot believe how I did not mention this before, but the game has voice acting. And with that, I'm going to talk about my dating experience within the game. Throughout the game, you'll meet groups of girls, and out of those girls, you can pick one to date per group.
Hey, Sophia.
For one of the girls, she was very annoying, and she was trying to use her Triple D cups to make me choose her. But no, I did not go for the temptation.
I don't know.
I don't remember much about the other girl, but then there's a third one, and she is the best girl.
その間、鍵穴に目を近づけるのはいけないことでしょうか。Nice.
Don't say us. Hello. Are you
I
new
remember
in
the
town?
shy one saying, oh, she doesn't care about me or whatever,
Want me
but
to
then when I
show you
chose
the
her, she
neighborhood?
seemed a little bit too excited. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any gameplay that chose the shy one.
Hey,
All the
I was
plebs
just wondering.
chose
Wanna
the
give me a
Triple
lift?
D cups.
Checking
I
me
am
out,
so
right?
sorry.
I bet you want some company. Well, if you insist. Sure.
Hi. Wow. Thanks. Don't worry, I'm great company.
Probably just drove along. I was just asking. Forget it.
You now can take a girl with you on the race, and they give you some sort of stats boost or points boost or whatever. But what I remember is why you need to wear headphones. Okay, you wear headphones for this game. The moment you drift is when it happens.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay, never noticed how cheeks this guy was at this game. I remember not being that good, but at least I got the good rating each time I drifted.
You're so good at this. Just a little bit more.
I may have exaggerated the moans.
So awesome. Could have done better. Come on, come on.
I remember the dating part of the game was quite enjoyable. And no, not for the reason you think, but it's because of the atmosphere and the music. The music was great. It was just some smooth jazz.
Salutations, my children. Are you ready for your daily dose of smooth jazz?
I had so much fun. Really, I don't think I've ever had this much fun.
I remember you were able to take one of the girls to a cafe. I love that place the most because the setting was just beautiful. It was set during nighttime, and I kind of have a soft spot for settings taking in nighttime. If you're confused with what's going on, the previous segments were just based off my memory. Like, I don't do any research, I don't do any form of playing the game or at all, just going based off my memory. I figured if the game was great and impactful, then I'd remember more of it. That's the whole point of this series. Looking back at the gameplay, I can say the graphics are pretty good for a mobile game. As you know, they're known for having terrible graphics. The backgrounds are also great to look at. Like, it makes me want to be inside the actual game. The drifting mechanics are also very unique. There's also voice acting in this game, and that is extremely rare when it comes to mobile games. So you can tell that this has some production quality, but the voice acting could use a little work. Like, you can tell that certain characters are the same voice actor. Like, try to hide it a little that you're a different character. The design for the girls are great too. The personalities all vary, so you can date which girl that you like the best, that fits your taste. Weirdo. Since it is a free mobile game, there's obviously microtransactions. I mean, how else are they gonna make money off this game? Just, come on. I never really minded microtransactions anyways. But in Drift Girls, it really could go a long way. Spending a couple bucks to get in-game bucks would like help you get a better car, upgrade your car. It would just help like a lot. Probably the worst part of this game is the fueling system. Like, every time you race, complete a story mission or whatever, you use some fuel. I mean, makes sense. You're using your car needs fuel. But I kind of do not like that system. Like I said before, it's hard to get money in this game. So you just want to keep playing and keep playing to grind all that money. You know, get some of that bread. Not only does this make it harder to get money, but it makes you wait to play the story. Like, I don't remember much about the story, and I couldn't find any gameplay for the story. But if you're actually interested in it, it's hard to play it. Either you have to wait for your fuel to regain, use an item to make your fuel regain, or you have to pay to make your fuel regain. This type of tactic is used in a bunch of different mobile games. It prevents you from playing too much, and it prevents you from, like, you know, beating the game too fast. Like, I guess it's a good thing to make you enjoy the game a bit more, but at the same time, it's also not a good thing to prevent you from playing it. Even with this small problem, I think this game is one of the best mobile games ever made. Like, the production quality is good. You can tell there's a lot of passion put into it. Overall, my rating of this game is a 5 out of 5.
All finished. What do you think? Satisfied?
Unfortunately, you cannot download this game anymore. It has been removed from all stores. And no, it's not for the reason you think. The developers say that it was expensive to keep all the servers, and it was extremely hard to manage the high quality of the game. I feel like the developers should have made an offline version of this game. Most of the fun was from the offline parts anyways. If they made an offline version, they wouldn't need to make any more updates, and they wouldn't have to maintain the servers. I wish I could have played this game more, but I couldn't because my tablet broke. And for many years, I just forgot the game. Like, I just forgot what the title was, but I always remembered what it was about. So I couldn't have played it. But then when I found out the name, when I finally figured it out, it was too late. June 29th, 2017 was the last day Drift Girls was online. Now, the developers, publishers, or whatever, they made different games, and I would like to check them out someday. Still though, I wish I would have played this game one final time, just to get the memories flowing again. This is Suicide Aesthetic Lemons, and you just watched Hidden Games Drift Girls.